So I was going about my day, and I saw this pop up, as you can see, September 4th. Racism insults among complaints made about Canadian border guards. First thing I see, fucking Chelsea Manning. Chelsea Manning, this treasonous little cunt, is not the fucking last person I want to hear lecture me about how the fucking Canadian border is toxic after she was detained for 10 hours. Yes, you stupid whore. It's because you broke your fucking country's laws and spent time in jail over it.
How slow the procedure was with the CBSA. I mean, I was basically detained for about 10 hours, and about 7 of those hours I didn't know what's going on.
You leaked national fucking security information. They're not just gonna let you walk through the border.
So, what's changed is that I'm still challenging that the September entry.
You're fucking mentally
the
challenged, more like.
From this one, and it's really about a sort of blanket denial in which I have to ask for a TRP, for permission every single time. Like I'm only allowed to be here for about 3 days, so it's much more limiting than the other way, which if I would be able to freely cross the.
No shit! You broke the fucking law. You're a criminal. You are a criminal who basically also committed treason and got off scot-free. You're no fucking Julian Assange. Just because you leak shit during a war to WikiLeaks doesn't make you a hero. You don't just get to saunter across the border of another country who's probably thinking, do we really want this dangerous, dumbass motherfucker in here that might leak our information too?
Border and enter in without having to go through this long, arduous, multi-month process every single time that I try to enter. I understand how bad ICE and Border Patrol are in the United States, but I'm now much more aware of how the CBSA is and how toxic the Canadian border has become, and how even though it's not to the same extent of like the prison industrial.
Shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. It's called border security. People are doing their fucking jobs, making sure dangerous people don't come into our countries. You broke the law. They're gonna ask you questions. They're gonna detain you. You're a fucking criminal. You're a fucking degenerate. And you just shut your fucking mouth. If you can't handle going through the fucking border, then don't go through the fucking border. ICE, Border Patrol, CBSA, they're doing their fucking jobs to keep us safe. Something you clearly know nothing the fuck about. I don't care whatever else this whore has to say, we're moving on. The CBSA faced more than 100 founded complaints from travelers last year, yeah sure, including allegations of racism and rudeness, and one instance of a woman alleging a border officer yelled at her while she was in medical distress. Let me guess, this bitch is having a little panic attack because the Border Patrol are being mean to her. Oh no, oh no, oh no, where is my sport hamster? Data provided to the Canadian press through access to information legislation says that in 2017 to 18, there are among the 105 founded cases of complaints of officer misconduct, about 12% of the 875 misconduct complaints filed at that time. So there you go, about 12% of all these allegations were even founded complaints, which shows just how much bullshit these guys face on a daily basis. 875, that's almost, that's 2 to 3 a day. Jesus Christ. The total number of complaints to the CBSA's online compliments, comments, and complaints websites remains at less than 0.1% of the 95 million travelers seen by officers in the last year. Total number of complaints, less than 0.1%. Toxic! Fuck off, cunt! Nevertheless, civil liberties groups say that... Oh, fuck. say the latest collection of incidents shows that Canada needs an independent complaints agency, similar to those used to oversee police forces, that can produce public reports and make binding recommendations to the agency. Yeah, so you can push your social justice bullshit even harder and they can't escape it. As it stands, the definition of founded provided by the agency says that aspects in the allegation made in the complaint were valid. That's common fucking sense, but, you know, it has to be said for people these days. Tim McSorley, the national coordinator of the Toronto-based International Civil Law, fuck off, says the definition is far too vague to help lead to fuck off, and or agency's culture public fuck off. Nonetheless, he says the limited information shows cause for concern, particularly the allegations of racism, questioning of travelers' nationalities. Questioning of travelers' nationality is their fucking job, you dumb fucking cunt! It shows that the majority of complaints around respect or disrespect for travelers, for us in particularly, the incidents of racism from border officers are something in our work we've heard about, whether from Canadian citizens or travelers from abroad. Oh, fuck off, you dumb motherfucker. The descriptions of the allegations in the Access document are brief. On November 6th of last year, one of the reports says a client states that the border service officer was rude and yelled at her until she passed out. How the fuck do you pass out from being yelled at? What the fuck? A CBSA spokesperson said in an email the medical distress wasn't directly caused by the... Yeah, so as I said, they're doing the little panic anxiety attack, and the officer was mean to me, and I passed out. During secondary examination, the traveler was found to be in medical distress. The border services officer followed proper first aid protocols. The investigation concluded the officer did not play. So, you shouldn't even be bringing it up. If this says they had nothing to do with it, many misconduct incidents are similar. This hurts me. I mean, this alone, on November 6th of last year, one of the reports states that the officer didn't do a fucking thing wrong. Many of the misconduct incidents are similar to the case described on May 22nd last year, when a traveler said a border officer was yelling and berating travelers, swore at the clients, and lacked respect. In another report, an officer allegedly was yelling and berating travelers, swore at the clients. Okay. In one April 17 allegation, an officer was racist, called the client ugly, and abused his authority. Nice. CBSA didn't provide further details in these cases, and no, they probably don't have to. I'm sorry, what? Australian man detained at U.S.-Canadian border for overstaying visa by 90 minutes. It's a little strict, but buddy, you overstayed the fucking visa. In these three cases, the CBSA reviewed the details of the incidents and took appropriate measures to blah 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 they did stuff. There was also founded incidents where translation was unavailable with the case. November 11th, clients were targeted, mistreated, and denied a translator. Okay, any of you from Canada know that this is just straight fucking bullshit with all the signs we have in 1,000 different languages? Anyone outside Canada, just Google Canadian multi-language signs, bilingual signs. There's fucking everything in every language here in Canada. So, the CBSA didn't comment on the specifics. Yeah, translation aren't available on short notice. We only have some official languages. Fuck off. A spokesperson said the CBSA is the Liberal government. Yeah. Yeah. What a surprise. I'm glad we got rid of those well, we only got rid of them here in Ontario, but we're starting, hopefully. Scott Bardsley said the Public Safety Department is advancing legislation to create a new expert review body, the National Security and Intelligence Review Agency. Oh, adding its creation would be a historic change that greatly enhance how Canadians' national security agencies, including the CBSA, are held to account. You just want to push your social justice, trans fucking Islamic bullshit on our border security. That's really all that's going to be. McSorley, fuck off, the prick said his group remains uncertain about whether the proposed legislation will go far enough or is going to apply the... It never goes far enough for these people. You're the fucking ones that are helping make it. Going to apply to the kind of situations described. Seriousness of some of these complaints. One of the complaints is that the officer didn't do anything. All Canadians and travelers to Canada deserve to know that they can register their concerns and receive an appropriate review. Yeah. President of the Customs said the results of the complaint system shows that... Yes! Yes! This thing! This right here! Tiny minority! Less than 1%! I mean... Like... Yeah... Are later taken to a grievance proceeding and thrown out! So... This is bullshit. It's bullshit over nothing. Would be acceptable to the union provided... Yes, good. At least if they're going to push this bullshit on you, you better be able to defend yourself. Yeah, okay. Well, here, let me... Some of the cases later, overall the percentage of cases are very low that are coming to our attention. Yeah. Nonetheless, he said that an independent oversight agency would be acceptable to the union, providing union blah, 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 blah. The union leader, who spent 18 years as a border officer, said that since 2012 there have been a decrease of more than 1,000 officers due to attrition, and that officers are being required to work longer hours on the front line, often in difficult situations with passengers already tired due to long... Yeah, it's fucked at our borders. Or, not our... Sorry, our airports. Well, I'm sure the borders are fucked too, but the last border I went to was at the airport, and those are fucked. He said the officers should be on the front for an hour. Jesus. 3 to 4... Yo, these people are getting screwed. Wow. We're dealing with a different work environment. You can be doing 16 hours in a row. It's the lack of staffing. CBSA... Okay, there you go. 2017 to 18. 302 complaints on its feedback system. They have 14,000 employees, including over 6,500 uniformed CBSA officers who provide service at approximately 1,200 entry points across Canada and its 39 international location. From the April 2017 to March 2018, Border Service officers processed over 96 million travelers and 5 million commercial vehicles. 302 complaints. You're always going to have assholes. They make up the minority. People like this jerk-off, if this is Tim McSorley. I'm not actually going to watch the video because I don't want to see the prick. But Tim McFuck-off need to fuck off.